two of you. I love it. Love every minute. Good morning, Quake Cat. Good morning, Canuck. Good morning, Denise. Good morning, Susan. And my boy, Canuck. I said him twice. Flutter Girl. And Snowman, he's out there too. Mr. Doc Rock is in the house. Yeah. Rocket Bob 76. Beth is out there. Croatian Dude 96. Talking to him last night. He must have slept with the computer on there. Who else we got down here? Dub Diesel in the AZ and Quilts and Quakes. Right on. And Ramblin' Wreck 2718. Hey, nice to see y'all. Good morning. Yeah, interesting stuff with that link, eh? All right. Old Wick Quarry. All right. You checking stuff out, are you? All right. But hey, I don't know, man. Did it make a 4.8 there in New Jersey? Can you golly. 4.8, man. Boom. That's what USGS calls it. 109,000 people reported this quake this morning. It happened at 14:23 UT, and this morning, yeah, dang it. There's more updates to do. I don't know what. I made an update yesterday, and the darn thing has just been acting up so bad. At least we're not dropping right now. I don't think. Let me see here. Are we dropping frames? Yeah. About 1%. Last night was pretty darn bad, to tell you the truth. A lot of problems there, but good morning to you. Good to see you all. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and take a look right at it right now. It should be just this one. Dun 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 dun. Well, almost. There you go. Interesting. 4.8 at White House Station. Does that mean that's a prophetic word? Huh? Is that a prophetic word that the White House is gonna get rocked? We'll see here. What kind of earthquake do we have here? Jersey has 5s before, usually after ice creams. Iceland there. Yeah. Far friggin' out, man. I'm gonna see where the heck this thing hit. Here, I'm gonna do this. I want to see where it hit. So I'm gonna put this up here. Go to the GE. And let's take a closer look to it. Yeah, ding, 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 ding. Yeah, I was going to take a shower and I said, well, shoot, howdy. There's a quake over here. Underneath somebody's house. Oh, God. Somebody got their finger pulled. It's a big something or other right there. Horse farm, eh? Doc Rock, yeah. There's a big trailer right here. This looks like one of those big mills, you know. Oh, I can probably do this here. Go like this and find out what the heck it is. Okay. Nice looking neighborhood, all green. Look at the horsies. Yep. And that thing is a horse thing. Doohickey. They walk around. Yeah. I wonder how everybody... Old Turnpike Road. Old Turnpike. That's the old Turnpike that did it. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. So, what's in the neighborhood? Huh? Mainstream Incorporated. All right. Doesn't look at anything spectacular. And let's see, what are we doing here? All right, so New Jersey earthquakes. Is there any damage reported, everybody? Anybody? 44 minutes ago, breaking news. Rattles New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and residents. New York City shakes as 4.8 magnitude hits the northeast. Well, we know why. Come on. We know why. You know, what are all these mountains here, right? You see all these mountains up in here? All right, so let me show you in a different way. Terrain here. There's the Appalachians right there, right? But there's also some faults that move right on up to Lake Champlain, all right, on off to the St. Lawrence fault. Let's see, earthquake faults, right? Earthquake faults in New Jersey. All right. Many faults can be located in New Jersey as part of the Sussex County. Well, the most well-known is the Ramapo Fault, which separates Piedmont Highlands and physiographic provinces. Whatever. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, here and then 6 earthquakes. All right. And here, let me put that. No, that's Chrome extension. What the frack? All right. All right. Copy that. Here's the link to this article. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know if it's going to help you, but understanding that article might help. All right. And let's see what I got here. The type of rock that's there. In the area that got hit at Hunterton and Somerset and Morris. Sussex in the north, but yeah. Middlesex, I don't know about that, is just west on the shore. Yeah, so I suppose we're in this part here. Yeah, probably Hunter. Hunter done. Hunter's done. That's what it means. The White House station earthquake is about Hunter. He's done. Something's going to happen. You watch. Yeah. God speaks in many various ways, but you don't know who or how. I wonder. Oh, so QuakeCat's got a little page here. Let's see what's up. There's a old quarry in the township of Hunterdon County, New Jersey. All right. I had to find it my own way there, QuakeCat. But thank you. So there's a little bit of quarry. How they've been getting a lot of rain, maybe? What kind of rocks is this here? Nearest settlements, White House Station. Yeah, Lebanon. Oh, everybody's crying about Lebanon, and yeah. Oh, that's the what do you call it? The eclipse. Well, it hadn't happened yet. Dang it. Yeah. Old Court Carry, located about 3,500 feet southwest of center village of Oldwick, New Jersey. Quarry was operated by whatever and New Jersey aggregate concrete business in the 1950s to the 70s. 80s and 90s was operated by Manzo Contracting, who sold the property to Stavola. Oh, the Russians. Stavola's busting old Hunter down, man. The Hunter's getting busted. Lots of New Yorkers headed to Pittsburgh to watch the eclipse. Okay. Yep, read the mind that explains it all. Yeah, the far end of the lower pit was a faulted block of Passaic formation of mud rock. Calcite veins in the mud rock occasionally contain some small, unremarkable stilbite crystal groups. All right. The upper pit was wider. I don't know if the pit created an earthquake or if it's exactly on the pit. And do we know? Can we tell? Because I didn't see the pit right under. I saw the horse thing, man. Here, let's check that again. Let's go ahead and check that again. As we're working that out, solar wind right now is 413. Density, proton density is at 7.39. We've had a couple of C3 flares, but that's about it. Eclipse weather forecast. Looks like the only people there in what is that? Indiana. I think it's going to be the only people that get some of it. Yeah, everybody else is going to be overcasted. Looks like, 80%, and we're not even going to see anything. And here it's 60. Hey, I might see it. Supposed to get a little bit of rain. I don't know. Wow, that's a trip. Brr. Late season Arctic auroras. Yeah. We'll get back to the other thing. Hold on a second. KP index is 3. Let me make sure that this is updated. Yeah, 424, 753. Okay. Couple of C flares. Nothing real big at all. And yep. Class M chance 5%. Class X is 1. Geomatic storm. They said the geomatic storm is supposed to hit today. Do you think that's what created the earthquake? Or is it attributed to it? Oh, I don't know. Mid latitudes, 20% chance for a geomatic storm, and high latitudes, 15%. Yeah. Is there any low flying fruities here coming by? The rocks? Huh? Let's see here. Today being the 5th, we have 2 rocks. They're pretty, 3 rocks. All right. They're all out there pretty far. And they're all real small, so they're not really affecting our planet. So going back to here, so the sun's not a problem. What is doing this? Where's the quarry in relation? That's what I was looking for, was the quarry. And here's a bit of a quarry here. Yeah. Is the same quarry? Where's the road to the quarry? Right here. All right. Let's go ahead and check it out. See what the sign says. Boom. Whitmore. Okay. All right. Whitmore companies. All right. Calcite. The reason Oldwick stunted secondary material development may be proximity to the border fault and more shallow dip of this section of the fault. The watching basalts were probably altered and materialized to clays and zeolites during the extended period of burial metamorphism. However, the late... Okay. I don't need to be swatted, right? Initiation of large-scale heat, fluid flow, middle distribution patterns, and many basalt quarries. Yeah, they'd have a rude awakening, waking me up. I'd have to get some clothes on. Basalt quarries and Watchung sink line northeast of Oldwick constantly indicate that fluid movement was upward out of the Passaic formation and through the basalt flows. In the main Watchung region, fluid flux was also sufficient and introduced substantial amounts of sediment-derived chemical components, most observably sulfide, boron, and copper into the basalts, where they became major components of secondary mineral assemblages. This is not the case at Oldwick. Okay. Well, get to it, damn it. What's going on? What the heck? Yeah, let's see the picture here. Asphalt, stone, recycled materials. Old quick quarry. All right. So, did the quarry all of a sudden shift and give us a near 5? Not unless something really deeply collapsed. Has there been any rock and rolling in the last little while here in this area? I don't know. I had to refresh, obviously. All right. You can see the fault. I mean, the topography is saying there. Here's Philadelphia. Yeah, in New York. Wow. Well, shoot, howdy. Center to back up, will you? Oh, reset to north. There we go. God bless America. Yeah, baby. Pretty good little Quaker. Yeah, I didn't know Philadelphia was so close to the shore, but yeah, makes sense. New Haven, Connecticut, Trenton, Wilmington, Baltimore, and Washington's right down here. Well, there is a prophetic word that says the Washington Monument's going to lean a lot, and they're going to be unable to repair some of the monuments that we have because people want to use the money elsewhere. Yeah. Felt reports in Boston and Philly. Yeah, no doubt, bud. Well, they're expecting something happening next week on Doomsday. I know, right? Could be close to the Rempo folk. That's what I'm seeing. You bet there's a terrain boundary there, Quake Cat. Well, what's happening, everybody, is what's happening out here. Just go out to the Azores out here. It rocked and rolled here. Let me show you the 7 days because you have to do that. The Azores rocked and rolled with a 5-0, right? So we got a 5 here. But the push down here yesterday, 5-1, 5-1, 5-0. And I don't think that's all of them. See, there's a whole slew of them right here. 4.9. There's a 5 and a 4-7. All of these. And here's another swarm down here. 5-0, 5-0. 5-1, 5-2, 5-0. All of these are happening. And we were watching going, dang, what's going on? Look out, the North America. Big push, but it's on the southern end of this boundary line here. So if it's spreading, it's pushing this way, then this has got to be pushing that way. How is this happening? It started here, or did it? Or was that just the weakest link? Maybe down here there's a big push pushing up this ridge here, the mid-Atlantic. I don't know. How's Iceland doing? Canuck, my Rampafalt is one of the main ones that lifted the Appalachians. All right, buddy. Thank you. Interesting quake the last 7 days. You can see right down, there's a line of them right down the St. Lawrence lineament. Then there's another one right through Texas going that direction as well. Interesting. Yep. Then we have this one, and then we have this one. Yeah, you can make lines all day long, but watching the lineaments and then looking at the topography and looking at the history, I want to say the last quake that up here had was the big one in New Hampshire, is it not there, Canuck? That's my processes on it. Ohio's had a few quakes. up here, near Lake Erie. And there's a 3L Maple Ridge that happened on the 30th of last month, about 6 days ago. But that's not enough to do this. But if this is spreading this direction and this is spreading that direction, and North America is being killed, is it pushed up or is it pushed over? According to this, we'll see, right? It's pushed up in that direction. See what I'm saying? 22 doohickeys there, millimeters. Everything's kind of like going to put northwest way, and that's why this doesn't happen too much, because this is going 69 and 97 out here going that way, because it's 69 because it's rubbing up against North America here. So and that Pacific Ocean's half the planet. So yeah. Let's see here. Can we deduce, the hot spot there on the Azores and Yellowstone? I wonder how Yellowstone is responding. Dun 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 dun. Yellowstone. Dun. I got my Yellowstone shirt on too. There's a pretty good one there. Yep, and another one. Oh, all right. So there were 2 quakes. Just before. Okay, Quake Hat. Thank you. What is see all these Ohio quakes? What's the link to see all these? I just looked up quakes in Ohio. NORCAN. You want to look up at NORCAN? All right, let's look up at NORCAN. Here we go. The Canadians only lasted there about a month. That's all good there for them. But you can see as we zoom in, here's the Ohio right here at the bottom, and then here's the St. Lawrence goes up here, right? So that's the liniment, and I don't know if there's an old boundary there, but QuakeCat seems to think that there might be a boundary there in New Jersey, and I'm thinking the Appalachians used to be way back when, 200 million years ago, used to be, a lot bigger. I mean, massively a lot bigger. And then as the plate moved, let me go like this. This mountain range just eroded. Part of it down here, turned in on itself. It just got lowered. And a lot of sediment filled the Mississippi Valley here. And a lot of it went offshore. You can see all here as it's like a snail. It's leaving a bit of a runoff as the whole thing moves in that direction. There is a series of right underneath here that goes through George's Bank. Maybe there's a relationship there. I think we've talked about a few of these things in rabbit holes. So if you haven't seen a rabbit hole in a report here, it's probably a pretty good idea for you to watch or listen to a rabbit hole, because we kind of have fun with the rabbit holes here. Let me see. There you go.
The rabbit hole was created to dive deeper into subjects that needed further examination. Hi, I'm Joe, and my guest and I will take you on a journey of discovery and exploration. We will provide insight and theories regarding the subjects we discuss. Come join us live at joeslicklive.locals.com, or you can join us on Facebook or Twitch or YouTube. Thanks, and look forward to seeing you. And remember, don't get none on you.
So pretty crazy there. New Jersey popping up. We just had another quake over there in Taiwan, another 4.9. Mog Islands got rocked as well. That was a 222 deep, so that's behind the Marianas and Saipan. And so Saipan hit, then Miramar popped. Hey, what's the story with Miramar? Miramar popped with a 5.8 today. I think Japan is borderline, so I need to find the eclipse path. I think I watched last night on it. It shows a fling over Sinaloa to Newfoundland. It's very cool. It shows I think something big happened or is happening. Quake Cat, all right. And what do you mean, babe? Let us know. Isn't that a feed 30-day on NORCAN? Yes, sir. It's a 30-day feed. NORCAN is listing Ohio quakes on USGS. Yellowstone just responded before. Yeah. I'm expecting a 7 in the Wabash Valley. That is FEMA DHS. We're talking about the quake conference in the end of March at Cape Girardeau, Missouri. All right. Pit is 1 mile due south of the epicenter. All right. You jumped over it, basalt. Yeah, basalt. Yeah. So volcanic basalt is there in Jersey. All right. That makes sense. Sorry, Quake. I didn't see the post. Thank you. Lots of New Yorkers there. All right. I'm trying to get caught up, everybody, here. I bet they had them more newer. Read and find that link above. Got trucks out here. They are sitting by the syncline. All right, a syncline. All right. Oh, you were buying Kit Kats, you turkey. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Came in as a 5-1. Coming to the end of the verse last, dealing with Dare You Wake Me at 12 Moody, teenager. No chicken at the grocery store. They must have bird flu. Oh, I'm sorry, bud. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Still looking back in chat here. Susan's so sweet. Oh my gosh. She's just so sweet. She says, "Oh, howdy, stranger. Been missing you," she says. And even the new, what do you call it? Entrepreneur, Flutter Girl. Yeah, man. She, if you live in the north of Sacramento and north of Redding, actually, maybe over by Shasta or something, take a jog out to where Flutter Girl lives, and you can send her your own message if she wants to give you the address. And she's a masseuse, and she'll rub that pain right out of you. Sometimes there's a lot of residual pain when you have an injury, and it takes a good masseuse to break the muscles down, and it's painful, but once that happens and those tissues are broken down, then the body will heal itself. But you got to get that scar tissue out. So Flutter Girl there, she's been doing it some 25 years plus, and from what I understand, and I don't know what the name of her little business is, but yeah, there you go. And I plugged her too, and oops, the snowman here. He's got the shit show here tonight at 10 o'clock Central Time, and it's a great talk. He talks a lot about with blue collar workers, just being real. Yeah. And he's, another sponsor here at the site here. And I'm a sponsor there at his site. In fact, JSL Studios is a sponsor, to promote his talk show here. So it's a uncanny, unfiltered look into blue collar workers, not the pencil pushers, but the ones that are out there on the front lines, in the danger zone, doing the different stuff. Usually, trucking and farming, which is dangerous. And so he's got a few guys that he talks to, and looking for more. If you're a blue collar worker, talk to Clem. And the snowman is, we're talking about the concrete field tonight. That's our subject. So this will be a fun night. Again, it's PG-13 or higher, because some of the sponsors are, they're a little rough around the edges, a little salty. But great show. Lasts about an hour and a half. Sometimes it goes a little longer, but it's very enjoyable. And you get to hear my buddy. And he'll be with me the end of the month, and we'll be doing a live show or two here at JSL Studios, or Joe Slick Studios, actually. JSL is part of Joe Slick Studios, so you'll get to see a lot more of him and that, and hopefully a few others end of the month, but a couple of the other boys, and just to curtail the cringing that people have, don't get none on you about it, man. A lot of it is just ribbing each other. That's what boys do. Also, in California, Northern California has been bouncing. Belden, California. Now, the USGS took one of these away. And if you remember, last year, Lake Alamo had a couple of bangers as well. So let me show you those. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, no, you don't need to see that again. There you go. Lake Alamore's right here. We had a couple of fives right here last year. And they had a couple of fives here, but they've dropped them, or a couple of mid-fours, but they dropped one of them. And I don't know if they bring it back. Yeah, they sure freaking did. Last night, USGS sometimes is a little bit, I want to use apoplectic, but it's more of brain farts. They take it away and put it back, and then they downgrade the hell out of these things. Now they're back up to where they were. Go figure. Weird. But a couple big quakes up here for an area that doesn't get quakes. Remember up here, Alamore doesn't get quakes. But a year later, boom, just south of it, eh? I wonder what's going on up here. Is there pressure moving in? All of this is volcanic. Mount Lassen is like right here. Shasta's right here. This is at the bottom, and I equate this, not most people, but the bottom of the Cascades, and the top of the Sierra Nevadas is Lassen, and right there. And I don't know that it's part of the Cascades, but I call it part of it. And all this is volcanic, ancient volcanic. And then some of the North America comes right out here. Actually goes right up in here. And it's been here for, a couple 100 million years. So the Sierra Nevadas were created ancient, 120 million years ago. And that's odd that's happening right here. So nothing else in Cali, just a couple of bangers down here, and 3-1 in San Bernardino in the last 37 days. These are all the 7 days I'm looking at. But this was all yesterday. We were tripping and going, oh boy. But interesting that we had a couple bangers here off of the Blanco Fault, ended up right here. We've been seeing a lot of activity there. And in the tremors, it's hard to say because there's been a lot of freaking weather, right? But looky here, right? Look at here, look at this. Right here north of Medford. Here's the Blanco fracture zone, right? Strike slip. Spreading zone down here. Right here. Strike slip. So something's moving up here. Then it's moving down here. You know? Where is it? Like Lake Alomar. So it's moving here, but looky here, we got vibration that's happened. Hey, these vibrations over here in the Trinity National Forest happen all the time. It's like, what is going on? And now we've had a couple of odd quakes over the last year. Right here, a couple of 5s. Is Tahoe being set up again? Gotta wonder. Because that path right down there, right? Why do I say it's a path? Well, and because you can see, watch, if I do, I don't know what if it'll show up on 30-day feed. We might look at it. 30-day all, right? Yeah, see that path right there? Right? From the Trinity Forest all the way down into Tahoe. And there's a lot of activity over the last 30 days out here. And up here, and then you can see where this is happening, right? The spreading grudge. And then we have more happening down here. That's the Texas limit, baby. A little more down here north of Vegas, right? Keep coming. Then we got here, this area. I don't know, man. This is like 3 years of banging. It didn't used to do it, if I remember correct. But pretty crazy, this area at Rustler Hills. And then a little bit further south along that line. Well, guess what that is? That's virtually the last line for the last eclipse that went across, total eclipse that went across the United States. Now, we got a Jersey quake coming down this way. Or actually, it's going to go up this way. Right? Right up to St. Lawrence one. And look at here. Bang, 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 bang. All going north. Or is it? Yes, the globe is up when Joe is not live. I only wonder if Callie is going to get notable in a day or so. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of wondering. Mango Xavier, right on. Do you still do the 3D globe? Oh, yeah. You know, I'll show you real quick here. There's the 3D globe. Yep. Yeah, see right there. Okay. Yeah. I'll make it a little bit larger for you so you can see it. That's what made me decide not to take the shower this morning, because I'll take a shower after. But, yeah. And there you go. Probably see it better that way. And do you? Do you? But yeah, there you go. All right. Maybe it's harder to see. Maybe some people say it's harder to see. Let's see if I can get a little bit there. That's probably better. There you go. That's a little bit better for you. It was a little too see-through. Blue Jays are in New York today for Yankees home opener. Go Blue Jays! Anybody who bang the Yorkers, I like them. Yeah. Yeah. It's all good. But back to the page here. There we go. This is a 30-day feed, and you so many of us eat from the reheating food in the microwave, right? So it's kind of like that instantaneous thing that we want. Always, we got to know right now. But in geologic terms, that doesn't happen that way. All we can say is there's a trend happening, and we can watch the trend. But, to really say, hey, we know for sure what's going on, I think, there's a lot of factors, If I went to COD, like one of QuakeCat's things that she does, she looks at what's happening naturally, and which I do too, and I really appreciate that side of her. You can see over the west, up in California, where the quakes happened yesterday, Northern Cal right here, so you can see there's a storm up there. And there's been a lot of snow the last 2 years here in Northern Cal. Natural color here. There you go. You can see it a little bit better. Did the storm create some of the vibrations that are up here in Northern Cal? Could have, right? It just went across it. It's got a lot of cold air coming in. California's gotten a lot of rain over the last month and a half. And so have we. And been a cold winter in the south here because of El Nino. But I would think Colorado and North Dakota and South Dakota and Nebraska better watch out for the storms today. I don't know what the tornado index is, but I see some problems right there. Even, Wyoming too there. Be aware they're late in the evening, guys and gals. I need to go make lunch. Hey, make me one too there, bud. I'm hungry. And in the east, we got the nor'easter. Check it out. It's developing. Is it snowing there, Canuck? Yet? You said you might get some snow. But yeah, the nor'easter is right over Maine, centered over Maine right now. But so, and you can see all that moisture whipping around. I don't know. We might be on a delay. He might be not there no more. He might be making his lunch. So interesting events happening on both coasts. Nope, drizzling right now. We have snow up north. Oh, you do? All right. Let's see if I can see y'all over there. Just a little bit hair here. Go east. Let's see. Way over here. No. Well, you're way up there. You're way north, sister. Let me look at here. The prediction in hurricanes is going to be a very, very active year. In the Atlantic, nothing happening in the Atlantic right now, which is okay. The Central Pacific, not weathered up yet, so that's all right. Eastern Pacific, there's nothing. So nothing yet in cyclonic. Everything is still moving. See, they want to move this way, but everything seems to be moving right this way right now. Yeah, you're going to have a pretty doozy of a storm if this continues your way there, Denise, over there in the UK. When I went to the Great Groceries, I was not doing anything. Oh, it stopped snowing this morning? Okay, bud. Thank you. He's over there in Canada on the East Coast, up there in New Brunswick. Hence, New Brunswick, Canada guy. Yeah, he's a guy. He's tall. He's tall, dark, and handsome. Well, I don't know about dark. Shoot, he lives in the tundra, up in the north. So how can he get dark? He's a little bit Scandinavian, I think. But if you're into that, look him up. Send him a whisper. He's a nice guy. Promote him too. How's that? I guess I'm not promoting attitude today. Yep. Trying to be a dating site. We're not a dating site. No, we're not. Interesting though, but windy. Yeah, it looks at windy here. Looking at what's happening across here. London over here, and sister lives right up in here, so I'm not going to show exactly. She can tell you if she wants. Precipitation up in the north. Radar. Yeah, you got a little bit of rain up in here. Not seeing snow. Thunderstorms. No thunderstorms. Humidity. And not a lot. You said you got snow way up here, right? I was darker when I was younger. Dad called me Little Indian Boy. There you go. See, I told you, he's tall, dark, and handsome. And you'll see him on several of our shows as well, and on Rabbit Holes. And I don't know what we're going to call the the boys when they all get together here. Yeah, it's the boys club. Yeah, it'll be the boys club. And no girls allowed, sorry. But Speaking of girls, everybody, I haven't seen Calmness in a little bit. I know she's out camping, but pray for her. I pray that she's doing well and having a good time. I miss Calmness. I miss her joy in the morning. You know, my mother-in-law yelled at me this morning. She goes, "Why are you so happy in the morning?" It's because I'm alive and God is good. Yep, God is good, and I get to breathe some more. He's not taking it from me yet. So I get to praise him and have fun with y'all. So anyway, where is this going? I don't have any idea. All right, let's look at the solar wind from the Aussies here. It's kind of a backwards thing here. 440s, 12 proton density, got up to 12. A little bit of pressure, dynamic pressure too this morning. Oh, standoff was there. I saw a 2 in there. I'm gonna have to replay that. Right now we're bouncing about 1. Yeah, there's a 2.2 pressure. Plenty of protons, 13, not high enough for anything really, but dynamic pressure here. Let's check it out. Looking at here, here's the velocity, the wind velocity. Here's the densities. Not a lot of density. You can see a lot of white, not much blue. But if I push play, you'd see there's a little bit of a push. You know, these are not exactly synced up, so that's why I'm watching the whole thing. The more blue, the more pressure that the reason I'm looking at this as well. Our planet is magnetic. The sun is magnetic. When you got one magnetic field pushing on another magnetic field, things move. Yeah, it's just your atmosphere. Well, what's holding the atmosphere up? Our magnet. And there's multiple magnetic fields in our Earth, and they get buffeted, and that's the buffeting. I think that somewhat things are happening. That's why we look at the solar stuff. You know, here's the dynamic pressure. These are computer generated, of course, and we're seeing here the more the red, stronger the pressure that our magnetosphere gets buffeted. And you know, as the wind pushes real hard and the protons rise, you'll see more red, right? And then these L shells, you know, these are what we call them L shells, is magnetic field lines. Sometimes they get bent so much that they break loose and then come back to the planet, and we get pressure from the backside. Yeah, it's kind of like a reverse flare, and you'll see it bubble back up, and boom, it hit the backside of the planet. And so we watch that too. Now the ground magnetics, all generating from the same kind of pressure that the sun puts out there, shows us the magnetic perturbs over the globe in this flat map. No, the world's not flat. Only in your minds is it flat. Yeah, small-minded people. Can't think outside the box because the box is square. Anyway, strong magnetic field right across here, right? As the sun rotates at this time frame, well, I can go like this and it show you here where we're at. We're at 1423 UT, right? So what happened, and where's the sun at 1432 UT? You can see where it is right now, right? All right. And the magnetic fields are playing with it. You know, the sunlight is here. This is at 16, so 2 hours, so minus 2 hours, right? Minus 1 right here. Minus 1 more, right? There's 2 hours back because right now it's in the 16s, 1402, right? So looking at this at 1423, where's the sun on this map? And if we looked at it, it's right there over the mid-Atlantic ridge. All right. So if it's over the mid-Atlantic ridge right here, and you see a red zone here, and you see a red zone there, more magnetism drawing a straight line right through it. Well, guess where New Jersey is? Right on that line. Oh, is that a factor? Inquiring minds want to know. I think partly. Do I think it's creating earthquakes? No. But I think partly. It's one of those things that, you know, you start pushing a snowball and it just kind of slowly rolls and it gains momentum. I think that's kind of why. What's happening here? Ground magnetics happen. Big earthquakes happen without the ground magnetics, probably because there's a buildup in my mind. But I watch the connection between the sun and where the magnetism is, and areas of interest. Like I'll watch this area right here. So the Indian Ocean, a little more pressure over Saudi and Iranistan and Tajikistan and Jernistan and Jimistan and Afghanistan and Pakistan and all the stands. Be interesting to watch. Also, down here in Caligula, I call it Caligula, but it's Caligula or something like that. Down here, interesting to see what might happen down this one here. So, interesting pressure pushing on the magnetic fields. So we'll see. So the front side here and the back side there, and we'll see what goes on. Quake Ninja, nice to see you, girl. Always a pleasure. And so we had a couple little bangers here. We saw there in Yellowstone. And so if the plate is moving this direction and the sun's moving in that direction, and there's a Texas liniment kind of goes in that direction, goes up from off here and straight across the United States, down here through the Caribbean, out here in south of Puerto Rico. And then we have another one that comes off just south of it, over through Caracas, Venezuela. Both end up down there, and I got to go on this side of the planet now, right? Come down here. Right here is Kerguelen, or Kergula, I said it, or Kergula. Right here, the Sandwich Islands. We were watching this Sandwich Islands here yesterday, wondering, which is actually not on the other side, but also just south of Africa down here. Some Bouvet, you remember the Bouvet Islands down here? Some of us were wondering if south of Africa was going to get banged, or the Southeast Indian Ridge, because of all the activity that's happening, out here in the Pacific, in the Atlantic Ridge. This is the last month. Look at these things. All the yellows and oranges are recent, but you can see banging real hard here. And yes, there was a big swarm in the Atlantis fracture zone. All right, so that was going on. Man, shoot, there was a 6 out here 30 days ago, 314. Right, less than a month ago, there was a 6, and a whole bunch came in and bing, 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 bing. Right, all this activity down here. But you all know what's been going on as well, and I'm throwing a whole bunch out there because you have to look at all the stuff. Iceland. What's been going on in Iceland? Yeah. The volcanic activity. The Rick James Ridge. Yeah. That's what's been going on the last month. Right? And now the chamber is lessened. I don't see anything up here. It's Svalbard, but I think we had one not too long ago up there. But so in the south, the last 30 days, look at this whole activity. That's where they happen, and a few out here on the EPR. But look at the activity picking up. What's going on? Oh, it's the ring of fire. It's got to be more than just a ring of fire. All volcanoes. Right? Where's the ring over here? I don't know. Shotgun approach, baby. Shotgun. So why is White House going off? Well, one, there's an old, digging trench or digging hole that they dug in. And two, there's a group of mountains here that were very, very, very tall that eroded away. And there's a lot of sediment. And there's some volcanics as well. I don't know if the volcanics are due to, with the basalt, I don't know if the volcanics are due to an impact or if there's a volcano. I don't know if does Jersey have volcanoes? Maybe somebody might know that, because I don't know that. That's all right, Quakehead, don't worry. Yeah, she's way up in the north, unless she moved. I think Eddie's on the East Coast. Croatian dudes made it in the house. Right on. Nice to see you, bud. It's just a very interesting. And if you didn't get it, QuakeCat put this out there, so I'm gonna put the link again in case most people missed it. Can't go back. This is an explanation of the area of, where the earthquake happened. Yeah. It's in the area. It's not saying it created the quake, but it is in the area. So yeah, it's in the area. You got to wonder. It's a big quake for unless something collapsed. And we won't know that until we hear more news. So that's what we're looking at here. And let me see here. There's the big mine, right? The big quarry. Pretty good size one. Yeah. So it's not far from it, But did it create the earthquake? I don't know. There's a lot of caverns down in there. There's an impact crater that hit that area north a bit. Yeah, that's what I thought too, Denise. And but why the basalt? That's volcanic, and it's interesting. Might be an impact there too, eh? Yeah. There's definitely some issues here. Lebanon. There's a big lake right here. All right. Well, who can say? Back to the current days. So we got both coasts popping. We got the Mid-Atlantic Ridge popping. We have the Nazca Plate popping. And the Cocos Plate popping, because there's a pretty good one there. That's a 5. Mexico. Not to mention the DR and Puerto Rico here. So, and there's been some interesting quakes out here in the Sargasso Sea. I think there was a 6 here not too long ago. So, and looking at the time frames, just saying, okay, over time, things have been happening. Because, it's not like instant. We all expect, there's hit, it's going to happen there. Well, this quake that happened in Taiwan, pretty good quake, still rocking and rolling, right? The pressure's still there. It hasn't left. There's a triple junction there, right? And we just take a look at it. Taiwan right here, right? There's a Ryukyu Trench. There's a spreading center behind it. There's a compressional, right? And then there's strike slips all around. So this triple area strike slip right here. So it's just moving as this, compression, and strike slip. That's where the earthquake happened right there. And the pressure's got to go somewhere, right? The earth responds with one place here. It's got to respond elsewhere. It's just natural. It's got to roll out. So today, rolling out is what happened. A 6.8 happened. 222 depth. Pretty good. Pretty good little popper. 6.8. Let's see if how well the USGS is. What kind of fault is that? Well, let's try to see. Let's try to see what type of fault that is. All right. Here's the doohickey there. Well, it's not this one, reverse dip slip. Maybe it's just a dip slip. I know Timmy and that's the same one. See, this is the kind of what happens in these things. All right. So it's not this, it's reverse of the normal. Yeah. All right. What kind is it here? There we go. Right there. Reverse. See? So what happens is what? One side slides over the other. Or pushed underneath the other. You see? Wherever the pressure is, the tension is. So if this is happening, right, over in Guam, we know what's happening because what? There's the Mariana Trench. It's being pushed under, and there's a spreading zone after it. Yeah. So looking at this fault here, right? Reverse dip, right? Going up and over. That's what's happening here. So it's probably building. Yeah. Let's look at the origins, magnitudes. Body here, 6.9. The body. Wow. Strength. Oh, wow. That jumped up to a 7.4, 7.5, 7.3. No, or 7. Wow. This thing might be a 7. So they knocked it down to a 6.8, probably because it was out in the ocean. Wow. This thing was stronger than predicted or set up. Low 7s, probably what we're looking at, 7.3 to 7.4. Luckily it was deep, right? What did this, any tsunami warnings on this 6.8? No. They got it as 6.7 now. So it's really downgraded here. Yeah, 6.7. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Well, Taiwan was a 7.5. So 6.7 on the other side of the plate. I mean, see the plate right here? Philippine plate, right? So, boom. Crazy. And you can see the Bonin Islands and the mountain ranges that are being built because of the Pacific Ocean crashing up against the Philippine plate, lifting it up as it dives underneath in the deepest part of the world, the Mariana Trench. Yeah, crazy. And Japan, 5-0 in Japan here yesterday. So, where's the 6? Is it going to happen down here? I'm hoping it's not here, but I'm going to say it's down here. I'm going to see another 6 down here, 6 plus. Yeah. Just because I think it's going to go that way. We were waiting for it to come up to Kamchatka and it never went there. It actually went to here. And China popping here with a 5.8. India, Myanmar. Usually there's big Myanmar happens before Japan because there's a line right there. Yeah, plate boundary. Here's the cool path. It clips video again. All right. So, all right. Well, welcome back if you're listening to this on YouTube. I had you on pause. I apologize. We're looking at the last 12 hours of earthquakes. And France has been banging pretty steadily. You can see out here. There it is right there. A lot of quakes up in this region. Up in this region here. Northern Italy and France. And it kind of bleeds over into these little mountain ranges here. A lot of pressure being pushed up this direction, up that plate boundary. A lot of earthquakes happen in southwestern Greece. And yet there's still a little banger in Greece, a 2.3. Not a big one, but still. Then over by Izmir, some activity. and some smaller activity over through the Andean faults, and nothing down this direction yet through Israel and Israel and the Red Sea. But Iranistan has had a couple, and they're not on this map right now, but right up here, a couple of bangers up in here, and then one down here. Interesting. So look at the French area. Not a lot of happens right here, but that's the history of it all. And yeah, so all I'm doing is watching. We're 5 hours out now, so you missed a couple hours. So a couple of bangers, and you had to be here. I apologize. The Mog Islands is a 6.8 that happened, and that wasn't a 6.8. That was a low 7, probably a 7.3 to 7.2. But because it was 215 deep, it didn't create a tsunami, which is great. I don't know if SAIPAN had any damage. I haven't researched that out yet, because the Jersey quake kind of surprised me. And hey, let me look real quick here on SAIPAN, right? SAIPAN quake. Okay. See if there's anything. Northern Marianas, yeah, Guam. Yeah, all right. Nope. Okay. All right, let's see here. Maria quake. In February 9th of 2003, we were warned a few months back, and yeah, there was a lot of damage when that quake hit. That was 540 kilometers below. People are, preliminary is 6.8 here, 5 hours ago. I'm looking up, see if there's any damage. I'm not seeing anything reported. I'm not seeing anything. All right. So yeah, I'm not seeing anything. So again, it's interesting. A 6.8 should produce, at least 1 to 3 5s and a bunch of 4s. So we'll see. Yellowstone National Park had a 2.9 banger right afterward. Well, that's kind of weird. Wasatch Front, urban area, Utah, came on a 2.6 just before, right? God bless. It happened almost the same time. Bang, bang. The Wasatch Fault, that's pretty crazy. And so that's interesting. Okay. Keep that in the back of your brain for a minute. There's another little France. There's small ones, but Northern Colombia popped with a 4.8. All right, so there's pressure. Northern Italy. See that? Myanmar came in with a 5.8. Bang, 3 hours ago. Almost 4. Then there's Taiwan. Fiji. 570 deep. Yeah, that's a response. Yeah, that's not a starter. It's a responder. New Jersey. Bang, 4.8. I wonder, did the Wasatch Fault roll through New Jersey? Well, how do you explain some of this stuff when you're looking at the hot spots in the United States here? North Dakota all the way down to Texas. There's a line. Usually Chicago and this, but you can see the pressure here in 7 days. You can see a wave right here, right here, right here, right here, even out here because of the breakup of the Colorado Mount Rockies there. Why a concentration of hot here, hot here, hot here, hot there? Is that just by circumstance? Happenstance? Why? My theory, and it's a theory, is the pushing of the Atlantic Ridge across North America is the pressure gets pushed up against here, and it's back pressure that's building. So my theory is this, that so much back pressure had happened, that's why we had the New Madrids, right? Right at the same time we had Southern Cal going big. And I think there was up here in Pacific Northwest as well, maybe even Canada, at the same time, right at the turn of the 18th or 19th century, right? 1811, 1812. But can it happen again? That's what everybody wants to know, the New Madrid. Can it happen again? Right? There's been several large quakes on the East Coast. And, you know, that same line, you look up here, Iceland. And our buddy Kit Kat, not Kit Kat, but hold on here. Boom, there we go. Our buddy Canuck says that Iceland goes off and the East Coast goes off shortly thereafter. That's interesting. But Iceland's almost winding down. But the Atlantic Ridge is not winding down. It's picking up. It's got big stuff here, here, down here. Like three separate swarms we've seen. That's wild. Something's happened along the mid-Atlantic. Now we got an odd double quake here. You got a 2-0 right after it now. 8:20 UT -7. So this one happened at 7:23. So an hour later had a little 2. All right. There should be a lot more. All right. Interesting. Just freaking interesting. Wow. All right. So. We don't see a whole lot up in Jersey. Well, we do see some hot spots up in Jersey where this quake happened. Not a whole lot. But hey, all right. You tell me what your theory is. Why? At least I say it, you know. As we're going up here, France-Germany border again. 4-9 on Taiwan. Bam. Another, there's the 2, an hour and 19 minutes ago, Jersey. Yeah. Honshu, Japan had a 3.9. We were watching Japan quite a bit yesterday. 4.7, Nias region, Indonesia, 26 minutes ago. All right. Well, that's up north of Sumatra. All right. Over here is Sumatra. North of Sumatra. Remember this quake here? Yeah. India quake, the Myanmar. Yeah. Now we have another one. Down here. Right? 4.7, Nias region. Right? U.S. just is not. It's a 4.7. They're supposed to do 4.5s and above. They're not showing you this one. Banda Aki. Right? Aceh or whatever. And then Bucket over here. Right? And Georgetown's over here. Here's the Andaman Sea. The Nias region right through here. Very, very, very busy. If this is happening, will it happen down here? Will that complete the triangle? The so-called triangle of doom. Yeah. Yeah, the maritime continent right through here. All right. 4.2. Bam, bam. Taiwan. And it just happened 22 minutes ago, and nothing's happened in the last 15. So South chromatics. Let's go ahead and look at the volcano news. What do we got here? Volcano Discovery saying what? In the news today, Volcano Discovery, April 5th, 2024. Fuego, Simiru, Rick James, Reventador, Nevada del Ruiz, Sabancaya, Epico, and Spur. There's a new one, Spur. Volcanic, Cook Inlet, Southwest Alaska. Monitoring stations have been restored, allowing for real-time monitoring once again. I wonder what happened. It's in the news, so there you go. Rick James volcano update. Northern crater supplies most of the lava. Yeah, duh. Because this is just a vent of this one, in my opinion. Because I would watch it go plop, and then this one would go plop right afterward. Plop, plop. Yeah. This is above ground. This is underground. So this sucker's leaking. It's leaking. Semeru volcano there in Indonesia is up to 15 from 12, so about a 3,000 foot popper. Fuego. Guatemala, back down to 14. Sabancaya. In the armpit of South America, they can't detect it, so it's like offline or something, and that's why they put it in the news. Nevada del Ruiz, there in Colombia. We had a Colombian quake, northern Peru, and 23,000 out of that, so it's a 17 and change, and about almost 5,000 foot pop. Almost a mile high at a Nevada del Ruiz. Reventador, 14, that's only like 1,000 feet. Ebico, Kamchatka, reported at 10,000 feet. Watchung basalt flows 16 miles from today's New Jersey earthquakes. Wow, thank you. Hold on a second. Okay, thank you, Croatian dude. We'll watch that one too. And that's it for volcanoes. So we did earthquakes, volcanoes, we did solar. We pointed out the couple of big quakes that happened. We gave some anecdotal evidence of why the New Jersey quake hit, and some understanding that the Texas limit activated in Southern Cal. Some interesting stuff's going on. Yep. That's the San Jacinto fault. Very activated. Here's the San Andreas. Here's the Imperial. Right? Looking down through Mexico. And, reload it. There you go. You can see a lot of activity in the south. And there's that break. The bottom of the chicken leg. Right? Happening. All right, so nothing. A little bit of bounce right here off Sinaloa. Yeah, Sinaloa. Wait, what? Yeah, remember Sinaloa? Yeah, Hermosillo. Right there. Yeah, Sinaloa. Up in the north, a couple little smallies. Nothing really to show you what's going on up here. It's the plate movement. That's what it is. No pressure is being brought up, or back pressure maybe. But it's banging, you know. These two are banging, and they're creeping along. The San Andreas creep. That sounds like a song, man. Who can sing it? I can't. But anyway, what else we have? Looking at the X-rays from the solar stuff. I know we're discombobulated. We just had a little C bump, couple of C's. Boom, boom. Right? Small potatoes. The KP index is really low, right? And if we looked at the coronal mass ejections, we shouldn't see any. There might be ones that go away from us, you know, but nothing to report coming at us that I'm aware of. But we'll watch it. This is the 28th, and we're like way back because they don't really have anything going on. There's a popper right there. Happened on the 29th, right? Boof. Right there. Boof. So that already went through us on the 30th. And there's another one popping off the top. 31st. Here we are on the 1st. Boom. It might have went away from us. Remember, that other, see, look at that one. That's a halo. Looks like it's going away. Because I don't know anything is happening to us. That one might come at us. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, look at that one. There's a big one, big halo right there. Don't know that that's coming at us, though, because I didn't see any evidence on the other stuff. No significant coronal hole to tell us that, the sun is going to give us a lot of wind, solar wind. So, hey, that's how it's been for quite a while. It's kind of odd. We had some big flares, and, yeah. So, the earthquakes, the volcanoes, everything is happening, but it's really discombobulated. Some pressure right through here. See, this is where the Nides region hit right there. See that? 4.7. Yeah. Another little one, 2.9, right? But interesting. Bang, bang, bang. Is it going to happen up here? Is the Kurils going to pop? You got to think it would. Or is it going to be south of Africa? It's going to do something. I'm going to keep an eye on that for you. And we'll monitor that through the day. And next couple of days, we'll be saying, all right, where did that pressure go from here? It's emanating outward. Both directions, or all directions, to tell you the truth. Will we see a big Pakistan, India quake, or Iranistan? We may. A couple little bombers down here, pressure moving through. Or will it be a larger Indonesia, mid-6? I mean, we had a 4.7. That's not enough pressure to really show that it popped. But hey, inquiring minds want to know. Nothing coming up the West Coast? Well, beg to differ. Some stuff here, right? Stuff up here. Here, 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 here. Back pressure from what? The North American plate pushing, Pacific plate pushing. Yeah. Northwest to southeast. Yeah. The trend. The trend. Is Africa going to pop? Is that, what is it, Uragongo volcano going to pop? It's not in the news. Is the Mayette going to pop? I mean, is it going to have an earthquake or something? Don't know. Is the Southeastern Ridge going to say something? We just don't know. But this line, or this line, all indicate that down here is a place of interest. The Southern Indian, Southern Atlantic, somewhere down there. We'll see. Well, stay tuned. Remember the rabbit holes? Yeah. And the like. I want to thank you for being here and hanging out and your patience and your tips and your subscriptions, of course. Remember, I'm here and you're here together. Together we can do it all. Hi, I'm Joe of the Joe Slick Live Show. My interactive live show is on twitch.tv/Joe Slick Live. Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, and occasionally in the evenings at 7. During the live show, I review and talk about reports from government, private, and other reporting agencies and websites regarding celestial and terrestrial phenomena. Topics will include solar flares, sunspots, geomagnetic storms, and near-Earth asteroids and comets that are being monitored around the world. Included in the report is current events in the last 12 to 24 hours here on Earth, consisting of volcanic, seismic, and weather events. I close the morning report off with what's happening in the local and world news. Thank you, and you can be a part of the morning report by going to twitch.tv/Joe Slick Live. Look forward to seeing you there, and remember, don't get none on you.